My name is Nora Portillo, and for my project, for this Hobbes versus Locke thing, I wrote a bunch of poems about their differing opinions. So I'll start off with a haiku, which is a Japanese poem that has 5 syllables and 7, then 5 again. And it's about kind of human nature. It goes, social animal is man, said Locke, but Hobbes thought, by nature, he's not. I wrote a little limerick about rights, and it goes, Locke said that men's rights come from nature. You conceded those rights for safe stature, is what Hobbes actually preached. To stay safe, you besieged those to government so you could keep your dentature. Teeth, it's funny. And then I wrote a quatrain, which basically just has rhyming, trailing things at the end, about conflict. And it goes, peace is what is normal and should be upkept. If we say to ourselves we can achieve it. If we don't bother each other's things, then we are set. Locke says, here's your peace, come retrieve it. Men do not know right from wrong, they do not know good from evil. It is a simple fact that makes world peace unachievable. Subjection to a common master is the closest that we'll get. So bow down to your ruler, says Hobbes, and you'll certainly be set. The next one is kind of a concrete poem. You can't really see it, but it's in the shape of Texas, because it's a state, and the poem is about the role of the state. And it goes, the only important role of the state is to ensure that justice is seen and done, said Locke. Hobbes thought, whatever the state does is just by definition. All of society is a creation of the state, a reflection of the will of a ruler. Then I wrote a duo vox poem, which is basically, it has 2 different voices, interchanging. And we have, obviously, Hobbes, then Locke's, then Hobbes. So every other line will be a different guy. This is about the social contract. We give up our rights. We give up our right to ourselves. We have no right to rebel. We do not exact our own justice for crimes against us. The government, if we're good, is there to defend us. We get, in return, impartial justice backed by overwhelming force. We have the right to not be killed if we do not act coarse. Our right to life and liberty and the protection of property is ours to keep. Not upheld by any state, those rights will always be intact. No matter what the sovereign does, it does not constitute a violation of the contract. My name is Locke, and this is what I feel is correct. I am called Hobbes. I hope this does not make you upset. And then this is an acrostic, which is actually just the first letter of the things, being things. And the first one is Locke. So L, logically thinking. O, R, actually I'm not going to say it like that. Logically thinking, our civil society precedes the state, both morally and historically. Kill the wrong thoughts. It is essentially society that creates order and grants the state legitimacy, not the other way around. So logically, our, civil, kill, E, essentially. For Hobbes, hold on. Civil society's application of force by the states to uphold contracts, and so force. This civil society is a creation of the state. Being a good government means that pointless conflict and an endless pursuit of selfish ends is something that is suppressed. Hold of by being endless suppressed. This one's a senryu, which is a Japanese poem that you start off with a certain number of syllables, and then each line you get like less and less and less. I started with 11, and I go down to 1. So, if a ruler breaches law, does evil things, if a ruler seeks absolute power, he violates the social contract. We have the right and duty of killing these such rulers. Locke believes this is so. No right to rebel, thinks Mr. Hobbes. There's no breach. Kings define law. And that's it. Yeah, thanks for listening.